Hey guys, it's your girl Fiery Moon, and I'm here to do your monthly element reading. I'm going to be starting out with the air signs. So that's Libra, Aquarius, and Gemini. You guys know the spiel already. Take what resonates and leave the rest. This is just, specific for the air signs, but you may resonate with other elements depending on your own personal chart. Energy can be vice versa or interchangeable. Know that this could be you, someone you're connected to, or it may have, nothing to do with you at all. So as I always say, know your energy, know your situation, and know, your timeline. And remember that time is fluid, so this could be energy that you've already went through, energy you may presently be going through, or energy that may be to come for you. Know that we are all on, different timelines, but more importantly, know that this is just energy. It's not specific to, gender. It's just the masculine and feminine energy within you and the energy that may be surrounding you at this time. So as we are in Gemini season, I do want to say and send happy birthday out to all the Geminis out there. And we're going to jump right in. I am going to be starting with an empowering question. I'll then grab the overall energy from the spellcasting deck. We'll then be following it up with life as like a board game tarot. And the guidance or advice is going to come from the self-love oracle. So with that being said, I'm going to, tap into the air sign collective. And let's see, what's going on for you all. We are in a lot of air energy as I'm recording. We have Gemini, or the sun, in Gemini. The moon is in Aquarius. Mercury just went retrograde in Gemini. Venus is in Gemini, but it is transiting into Cancer, I believe, on June 2nd. And it'll be joining Mars in Cancer. We have Jupiter in Pisces. Saturn is retrograde in Aquarius right now. Uranus is in Taurus. Neptune is in Pisces. And Pluto is in Capricorn, and that is retrograde as well. So as you guys know, a lot of energy that we are currently, in the midst of. A lot of air energy currently. Like I said, we do have like some water coming in as well. So, let's see what's going on for the air sign collective of Libra, Aquarius, and Gemini. What message or empowering question? Now with this deck, this is, just something that you may be asking yourself, something you may need to ask yourself, or something that you just may need to ponder on, within the month. I like using these cards. I like the accuracy of, the questions that do come out. And I just also like seeing how it ties into, the energy overall. So let's see what's going on for the air sign collective of Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius. What messages do we need for the air sign collective? Messages do we need? Okay, I'm gonna do one more. Let's see. Comes out. So, what's going on with the air sign collective for the month of June? Messages a question do we need for the air sign collective? All right, air signs. Okay, so, and this is perfect for, Mercury retrograde, which, retrogrades are, a period of review. Some things may be coming up for, all of us, and, trying to get us to maybe see it from a different perspective, see, what we have learned, see, even the error in our previous ways once, while Mercury is retrograde, so that when it goes direct, we can, have rectified that past energy to move forward. So it says, what kind of advice on life would I give? Oh, excuse me. What kind of advice on life would my old self give to my current self? And it cannot get any clearer than that. I love it. And then it says, the bottom of the deck for you guys, how would I want to be encouraged right now? What would I want to hear? So right off the back, like I said, this is giving me that Mercury retrograde feeling of, reviewing, past thoughts, actions, patterns, people, places, things. And, what kind of advice would your old self give to your current self? What could you have learned from your past to apply to your current? Because truthfully, that's what life is all about. And then how would I want to be encouraged right now? What would I want to hear? Like, did your old self, previously like limit, I don't want to say limit, but did it affect how you encouraged yourself? Did it, was there something that you maybe were not told, in the past that you would want to hear right now? But let's see. Let's dig in and see what's going on. I like these questions this month. Like them. So let's get an overall energy. Let me just clear out some space here on the board and see. So what's going on? What is the overall energy for the air signs of Libra, Aquarius, and Gemini for the month of June? What messages do we need for the air sign collective of Libra, Gemini, and Aquarius? Messages do we do? I don't know why I feel like I need to say, how is your self-talk? Or be, it could even just be mindful of your self-talk. I'm gonna do one more. Alright, so the bottom of the deck we have passion, which you know that is fire energy. Just off of that energy right now, I'm feeling like the North Node energy, which is where Gemini is at right now. But you know, passion speaks to, you know, it could be something creative, something, you know, you're wanting to go after, the energy that you're harnessing right now. And the reason why I feel like the North Node, I just feel like, you know, between the North and the South nodes, the South node is where you've been, the North node is where you're going. So, you know, what I'm feeling for some of you Geminis is that, you know, you're either going for or headed in the direction of something that, you know, you're passionate about. Whatever, it's like your internal fire is burning to, you know, create or go after, or, you know, like almost giving you a certain type of drive. So I'm going to take that one off the bottom, and then we're going to get one that comes out. What's going on with the air sign collective? Which I'm not surprised. We have clarity and well-being. Now, just because, you know, the clarity card I'm not shocked at, and it's almost like whatever this passion it is that you're feeling, you may be coming into some clarity, you know, in regards to, how can I put it, like maybe you're seeing your passion more clearly now. Like I said, I feel like you're ready to go after something, or you're being driven, or, you know, that internal fire is burning within you. But clarity coupled with well-being is giving me an energy like, you know, whatever this passion is that you want to go toward, or, you know, this could even be someone towards you. You're gaining the clarity that, you know, it's for, you know, your well-being. It may contribute to your well-being, you know, overall, but I feel like it's almost like a wholesome energy. Like almost, you know, for some of you, you could be stepping into yourself. Especially, you know, with the Gemini being where the sun is at right now. You know, the sun represents, you know, I am, but it's Aries energy, which is fire. So it's almost like I feel the energy of how can I put it? You know, I'm seeing the Lover's card, which is also Gemini energy, but it's like I said, I feel that wholesome. It's, you know, either making a decision, you know, and for some of you, it could be to go after your passion, but it could also be, you know, coming into balance. You're having the clarity of having your, you know, your masculine energy as well as your feminine energy in balance, which makes you whole, you know. So that's what I'm feeling, especially off of the clarity and the well-being being coupled together. And at the bottom of the deck, we have trust. So whatever it is, whether you're going after your passion, whether that be a person, place, or thing, know that, you know, trust what you're feeling ultimately. If you're being guided to something or someone or even a place, you know, go after it. Maybe in the past, you know, when you felt this feeling, because I feel like whatever you're feeling is happening inside of you. Maybe, you know, you would talk yourself out of it. But you're needing to, you know, That's just what I'm feeling. Like you may have talked yourself out of it, feeling like, you know, or it was like almost, especially with trust at the bottom, like it may have been too good to be true. But I don't feel like, I feel like now that's what you're bringing into question. Because it's what kind of advice on life would my old self give to my current self? And would you still doubt yourself? Or would you tell your old self, like, yeah, I may have been coming out of a place of fear or, you know, a place of lack. So, of course, you know, the advice I would give to my current self would be like, you know, to stay safe. But I don't think that, you know, it doesn't even feel like that would work right now, especially coming out with how would you want to be encouraged right now? What would you want to hear? So you would want to hear, you would hope that your old self would tell your current self to go for it, you know? But it all depends on what side of the spectrum you fall, because it could be vice versa. All right? But let's see. Guidance, advice, and messages do we need in regards to the air sign collective? What messages, I just said what guidance, which is normally the last deck that I use, but you know, I feel like you may even be looking for guidance at this time, you know, so especially with this Mercury retrograde, pay attention to you know, review how you know, you may have went about certain things, and then, you know, put it in contrast to if you would have went with what your old self told you, where would your current self be, and vice versa, you know? But it's almost telling me that, you know, by going after your passion, you're going to gain the clarity that whatever this is for, whatever you're going towards, whatever you may even be leaving behind, is for your well-being. All right. So, what messages of guidance, healing, truth, love, wisdom, clarity, acceptance, and understanding do we need for the air sign collective of Libra, Aquarius, and Gemini? I don't know why I'm being drawn to that clarity card. But there are like birds flying and the sun as well. So some type of clarity you're getting, or you know, maybe coming to you in regards to this well-being here. And we did just have, you know, the full moon. I see the full moon in this card. So maybe you released something in the full moon energy that we had. So that's helping you, you know, see things a little more clearly. And then I say I was seeing the Lover's card. What messages of guidance, healing, truth, love, wisdom, acceptance, and understanding do we need for the air sign collective? Libra, Aquarius, and Gemini. The Gemini energy is strong. So bottom of the deck, we have Temperance, which, you know, is that, you know, for some of you, like I was feeling like, you know, you're looking or maybe seeking guidance at this time. You know, Temperance can be looked at as, you know, divine guidance coming in, but Temperance is an energy of, you know, finding balance, you know, emotionally, where you may be, you know, passionately driven toward or about something. You're needing to just, you know, get balanced in how you feel about that, emotionally. Or you've come into this place of, you know, balancing your emotions, which is helping you see clearly, you know, what you want to do now. And this could be you or it could be someone else, but we have the Empress. If it's someone else, this is someone, whether male or female, that you're looking to, you know, balance a situation out with. It could be a boss, you know, a lover, a friend, family member, whatever. Or, you know, if this is you, it's like you're, you know, trying to, you know, almost like, I feel like stand in your power, you know, where you may have, you know, been too emotional in the past. With Temperance here, that's balancing it out so that you can stand in this Empress energy. And for confirmation, we have the Clarity Way, which is the Ace of Swords. So it's like you're seeing clearly, thinking clearly. Here's the clarity. Again, double confirmation. And more importantly, you know, it's the sun up under that. So this is like an energy of, you know, you could be seeing the truth about a situation, you know, because the sun comes through as exposure. Or, you know, it could be you, you know, knowing clearly what you want. And it's, you know, the sun is looked at as the happiest card in the deck, you know. And with the Knight of Wands, it's like you're going after that passionately. That's this passion card here. And it does say, you know, messenger of acting first and thinking later. I think, you know, it could be that, but I also think and feel that it's just you ready to go after and create, you know, what you want as the Magician, which is Gemini energy as well. Because you may have had an epiphany. Like I said, in this, for some of you, it could be a relationship, or it could be, you know, seeing how you become in balance in your masculine and feminine with the Lovers is bringing you, you know, is showing you, like, you may be seeing how healthier that is than being more on the masculine or more on the feminine side. It could have had you, you know, kind of like almost fogged in, but once you bring it into balance, you know, you're in this energy of Temperance. Let's see what's going on. The air sign collected, Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius in regards to the energy. Oh, that's too many, Spirit. In regards to the month of June and the energy in this spread. Give me less cards, please. What's going on? Look at you showing out as the Chariot. Look, moving forward with the Chariot and thinking clearly, the Queen of Swords. Showed up in your own reading, air signs. You guys must want to talk, or someone may want to talk to you. way all these cards keep flipping over. What messages do we need? And then I say, whatever this passion is, it's driving you. What? It could be pushing you to communicate. Look, y'all is showing out. We got the sun, or excuse me, we got the Ten of Cups, the Sun, and the Ace of Swords. Yes, I freaking love it. The Ten of Cups, which says happily fulfilled place. Can't get no more clearer than that. With the Sun, coupled with the Sun, that's like everything. And then we have the Ace of Swords. Like, wow. Wow, wow, wow. I love it. It's almost like you're focused and you're seeing clearly where you want to go. Knowing that, you know, whatever this Ten of Cups is for you, whether that's, you know, a person, place, or thing, because of, it's like I almost feel like the warmth that is, you know, making you feel on the inside with the Passion card. And then with the Clarity way, it's like, again, Spirit is saying, like, this is confirmation, like, you know the truth, you're standing in it, you want it, you're seeing and thinking clearly. This can also be you wanting to communicate, but you may be, you know, with the Seven of Pentacles, just, you know, it says waiting patiently avenue. You could be waiting, like, almost for the right time. Was the Two of Swords, but just peeking through. Yeah, because you're closing out a cycle with the Ten of Swords. You could be closing out an old mindset that you had. You know, yep. And again, for confirmation, we have the Queen of Swords at the bottom. Supporter of truth and protection. So it's almost like, you know, you could have established some boundaries, you know, but still being warm and welcoming. But it's like you closed out a cycle with the Ten of Swords. It was the darkest before the dawn. And, you know, tens are endings. It's like whatever. What do we have here? The Four of Cups and the Queen of Pentacles. How can I put this with the Chariot? It's like, it says not interested, please. The Four of Cups and the Queen of Pentacles. So coming out up under the Chariot, it's almost, you know, I feel like an energy of, you know, whatever you're moving away from in this Chariot energy, like you no longer want anything to do with it. You're focused on, you know, you like your stability. You know, this is also like a queen that represents, you know, self-care. She's secure in herself. So that Four of Cups is an energy of like, you know, it's looked at as like, you know, discontentment, you know, or being so focused on the past that you're like not seeing what may be being offered to you. You know, you could have rejected something or someone in the past because you were so focused on, you know, previous things, but coupled with the Chariot, And the Queen of Pentacles is like, nope, you're not even interested in nothing of the past. You're moving forward. And, you know, you're doing what's best for you as this Queen of Pentacles energy. And whatever it is, it's like you're going fast, too, with the Knight of Wands. Yeah, because whatever it is, it was like almost like with the Six of Cups, I looked at as a place a card of like nostalgia. It says nostalgia place, but it can also, you know, be the past patterns. You know, it could be, you know, for some of you, soulmate energy, where whether you could have previously rejected a soulmate or they may have rejected you. So, you know, you move forward and, you know, just stood your ground and did, you know, self-work. So now that, you know, you're moving forward, you know, you're coming out of that cycle with the Ten of Swords. And maybe, you know, with the Six of Pentacles and the Five of Pentacles, you know, you always staying in this past energy of the Six of Cups. You know, what's crazy is we have the Six of Cups and the Ten of Cups, which is the Four of Cups. So like I said, you're coming out of that Four of Cups energy where you may have not been, you know, you could have rejected someone or whatever situation you're in. You're, you know, feeling, you know, discontent in it. If you're coming out of that, and it's because of, you know, the Six of Pentacles is normally, you know, looked at as, you know, a reciprocal energy. It's given and taken, but it was like you were given and taken, and, you know, maybe you were giving more than you were receiving, you know, and it left you feeling, you know, like left out in the cold. You know, it wasn't reciprocal because the Six of Pentacles can also be an imbalanced. It's looked at as like breadcrumbing energy. You know, you giving more and receiving less. And it's like now you're seeing like the imbalance, whatever this past situation was for you. It was blocking you from, you know, that Ace of Pentacles. From the 6 to the 5 is the Ace. So it was almost like your past was holding you back from a new beginning. And that is clarified by the Ten of Wands at the bottom. Heavy burdens guarded. Like it was, you know, you were holding on to too much of the past. And it could have been, you know, past heartbreak, you know, with the Three of Swords up under that. You know, you could have been holding on to, you know, pain and heartbreak and upset and you know, loss. But you had that epiphany. And for some of you where that Knight of Wands kept showing up, you know, the Knight is a step down from the King. Some of you had to go through like a maturation process where in the past as the Knight of Wands you were moving, you know, too fast. But now you've matured into this King of Wands, you know, provider of authority and charm. And you learned how to almost moderate or balance out that Knight of Wands energy by, you know, maturing your passions, maturing, you know, what or why you were going after the things you were going after. And, you know, you slowed down. Because the Knight of Pentacles is a messenger of slow and steady, but he's patient. You know, even though he's the slowest knight in the deck, it's that slow and steady energy. And it's like you decided to leave it behind. You know, the Eight of Cups always leads to the 10, and we have the 10 here. So for some of you, from the 8 to the 10 is a 2, you could be moving towards like a soulmate where it's going to be reciprocal and bring you out of, you know, whatever struggle you were going through. All right, give me one more, and then we'll get to guidance or advice. messages for the air signs. I just said this. Oh my God. Wow. Thank you, Spirit. Thank you. And we have coming out up under the Ten of Swords, which is the darkest before the dawn. You know, you put an end to the cycle of, you know, whoever, whatever, you know, the mind games of it all. You know, and it's like, maybe you felt defeated by, you know, past situations here, but with the 5 to the 10 is another 5. So it's like you decided to, you know, just drop it and end that cycle altogether. And win or lose, the 5 of Swords, like you're gonna go after what emotionally is a match for you. You know, like I said, for some of you, I just went over that, the 8 of Cups, leaving it behind. So some of you could be leaving, you know, a job, a person, or a place that was, you know, playing mind games with you, or, you know, just had you in a place of, you know, feeling defeated and down, whatever the case may be. And it was, you know, it could have been a soulmate connection that you're leaving, or, you know, for some of you, it's like you're dropping, you know, this negative self-talk. Because remember, I felt like, I got the message like, how's your self-talk? You're no longer deceiving yourself, and you're going towards something that is more, you know, emotionally balanced for you, because you decided to walk away from whatever, you know, beliefs that you had in the past that caused you, you know, this imbalance. Because the 2 of Pentacles is a balancing act. You're trying to juggle. You're trying to do too many things at once, or, you know, trying to, whatever it is, please too many people. See, you know, whatever it is. But you walked away from, you know, belief system that you had, because it was causing you this imbalance of the 2 of Pentacles. And it's almost like it could have been ego, this 5 of Swords, that kept you from coming into this place of balance. Because then we have the 6 of Wands, which is, you know, moving forward victoriously. But it is also looked at an ego card. And it's almost like you may have, you know, put death to your ego. And death, all that means, it's not even like putting death. It's just, you know, not moving out of the negative aspect of your ego. Like, you know, wanting to be seen, doing things, you know, to go with the crowd, doing things for attention and, you know, accolades and praise. It's transforming that energy to get you into, you know, and aligned with the people, places, and things that, you know, are a match for you. Emotionally. Wow, I like it. Air sign. So it's almost like, now some of you could be, you know, leaving behind a commitment, or, you know, like a relationship, or even a job or a contract, you know. But with the 8 of Cups here, it's telling me that, you know, you're going towards, the 8 of Cups always leads to the 10. You're going towards here, your happy place, happily fulfilled place with the sun and clarity, because you're in a more clear mindset. I love it. Like, I am so happy for y'all. This is a good, you know, especially shout out to the Geminis. If, you know, if you claim this reading, this is a good way, you know, for you to almost, you know, bring in your birthday. Even though, you know, we've been in Gemini season, but we're in the beginning. We still got, what, till the 21st of June, so we just getting settled in. So yes, what what's the guidance or advice needed for the air sign collective? And it's being that, the air signs rule, the thought, the intellect, communication. A lot of you guys, talk to you, like, I'm not even going to say, a lot of you guys. The person you talk to the most is yourself. The air signs have a tendency to, do that at almost at a heightened level. So you have to, be careful, because sometimes you can, self-sabotage yourself. But whatever you're going towards, it's like win or lose. Like, it's like you will be okay. You're so, I want to almost, like, I feel like I need to say you're so secure in yourself that whatever you're going towards, whether it works out or it doesn't, you're not gonna feel like almost like this sense of defeat behind it. Win or lose, that could have been the attitude that you've had about things. But especially with the Ace of Swords here as well, it's telling me that, you've closed out, like I said, this cycle of negative thinking, and you're about to align with, being more balanced with yourself and people that, will be more balanced for you. People, places, and things. Because it was kind of affecting how you connected, And I just keep being drawn to this card. What kind of advice on life will my old self give to my current self? And I just feel like it's saying, like, would your old self tell you not to go for that because you're scared, or not to go for that because you're fearing the worst? Like, but we want to know what advice. So it's like you almost have to, go within to this place of, like, almost like your inner child with the nostalgia place, and see, like, how would it make you feel? Bottom of the deck, we have the ritual astrology, the aura chakra. So this came out in a reading I did last week. But for some of you, you may need to, take a look at your chart and see, where other planets lie outside of just your sun sign. If you're a sun sign, air sign, you may need to definitely look at the moon, because the moon is, whatever moon sign you have is who you are, where your sun sign is really just, the filter of your personality. So I would definitely check out your moon sign. But some of you, you could have been, working with astrology to figure this out, to help you along with this situation. Or it's saying that, astrology may help you looking at your other planets to see where you need to, work on as well. What's the guidance or advice? Okay, so we have the ritual. It says body worship, the sacral chakra, which is this right here. That passion, that's where that fire, comes from. Between your solar and your sacral chakra, which is your stomach and, like, your sexual organs. And it says the soul lesson was presence which is the crown chakra. So, you could have been being like intuitively guided. You may have, divine guidance coming in for you as well. So just pay attention to your crown chakra, because this lesson was to show you basically how to, stop living in the past, be more present, be in the moment. And that comes from shifting your perception, which leads to the gift of creativity. And the perception is your third eye chakra, your intuition, and learning how to use your sacral chakra to, create, and not use it like on the other polar shift of it. Because it does, have stuff to do with like your your passion and your desires. But if your desires and passions aren't, positive, you're gonna be jumping into situations, for some people based off of sex, or, like having desires that are just for pleasure and the enjoyment of, because you're afraid to, do something, or maybe you don't know another way to do something. All right, so it says, the ritual, body worship. A clear mind sees beauty and potential. Going deeper into a meditative practice designed to clear negative self-image programs out of the mind will be very beneficial now. When the mind is clear, you can see your true beauty and real potential. Your body is amazing, wonderful, a miracle. Can you truly appreciate it? Worshiping your body is not fantasizing over or focusing on your body image. To worship your body is to understand you are pure divinity, inseparable from the miracle of life. When you see your body as an incredible sacred creation, a wonderland, you will be cultivating reverence for it and seeing it as a miracle of the whole you, your holiness, your grace, your sovereignty. With reverence for your body, you nurture and nourish it. You listen and take great care and pride in your total well-being. Yo, you cannot make this shit up. You will understand that it is your responsibility to have command over your mind so that energy flows freely through your body. Study and practice authentic yoga for a command over the secretions of your glandular system, emotions, mood swings, and internal narrative. Meditate upon your true self and understand how saintly you are. It says suggested practices. Using paper and pen, describe your grace and beauty in a way that is heart-centered and honest. Don't forget any aspects. Write until there is truly nothing else to say. Write yourself 11 heartfelt compliments. According to tantric numerology, 11 is a powerful number for facilitating transformation. Make a pledge to strengthen your nervous system, your heart, and your whole physical body. Be clear about which areas of your body could be improved via some focus and refinement through movement, healthy nourishment, self-care practices, and cleansing. Project into the next year and make a promise to attend to one vital aspect of your body each season. Write 22 things you are grateful to your body for, past, present, and future. 22 is a powerful master builder number that can make dreams real. So some of you, this could have, you could have been, this is a no judgment zone. It's really just saying like some of you could have been, using your body as a way, how can I put it, to, like almost using it as leverage, or using sex as leverage, and, just being driven off of passion and pleasure, which that's not a bad thing, but it is if you're doing it to, like get something in return. And the body is not made for that. You have to like truly, truly work with and heal your chakras so that you get to using them for what they're for. Yes, we all have desires and pleasures that we want to attain, but if it's going to be at detriment or of detriment to yourself, it's not worth it. And, for some of you, you could be seeing how it was affecting your well-being, because people don't realize, that energy it's a very strong energy, that passion coupled with, emotions, because it makes us feel good in the moment. And, so we'll keep doing that over and over again, sacrificing, our health, our mental health, physical health, all of that, just to feel as if we're somebody. But like I said, with this energy here, it's like, for some of you, you're leaving that behind. Like, you're not doing that anymore. You've gained enough value within yourself, or you worked on yourself to not have to do that, to not have to use your body as a weapon, So, wow, air signs, this was deep, but I like it. And, whoever this is for, like, this is some good energy to, be coming out of for, some of you, and to be going into, once you have that clarity and that, it's almost like an overstanding of what and how to use that energy of the sacral chakra, that will be, almost enlightening to you if you haven't had that enlightenment moment already. And especially with Mercury retrograde, it could be playing out with another person who, it brings people back. So, they could be coming back around. And this time is for you to move forward, being more discerning, using your discernment to, enforce your boundaries, because you're loving yourself first. So you're not interested in any of that old past stuff, which is great. It's great. That cycle is done. It's done. So as always, I thank you for tuning in. If it resonated, definitely feel free to like, comment, and subscribe. Sending love and light to you all out for this month. And I will see you guys on the next one. All right, later.